Hello guys, I finally got my Toys DareDevil, which is the bootleg of the Mafex 223 DareDevil action figures, so I'm so excited to unboxing and talk about this figure, so let's not further ado, let's unboxing it. So right before I fold away this box, you can see there's comic book pages inside as a background. I believe they just copy from the original Mafex packaging, but it does look pretty cool. So right out of the box, we got our figures with a bunch of accessories like swappable hand and headsculpt, and a CT toy stand right here. So let's not further ado, let's get this figure out and have a closer look. So right out of the box, it's looking like this, a very comic book Daredevil look with a deep red of bodysuit covering its whole body, and with the DD logo on the front of the chest, with a little horn on the head right here. And for sculpting wise, the whole action figure looks pretty good. They even got some like little shadings, shadowings, painting, like part of the red is much deeper and part is much brighter. But I don't know why, maybe the reflection of light make the whole action figure plastic look a little bit cheaper, like a bit cheap compared to the previous CT toy plastic quality. But by the look, it definitely looks pretty cool. And on the side, you can see they have like a little like stick thing installed in the legs areas. It sculpted some strap right here. So by the look, CT Toy done it. It looks pretty amazing. Very proportion accurate body. A decent amounts of paint job paintings. Like it's pretty good. But one thing I noticed is the color on the joints seem a little bit like a huge color differences compared to the overall body. Like it may not look that clear in the cameras, but by my own eye looking, these joint colors look a little bit like too bright or too light compared to the overall color scheme of this action figure's body. And it comes with two extra headsculpts. One is a grinding teeth face and one is an angry yowling face. And it also comes with 5 extra swappable hands, including the relaxed hand, the karate hands, a stick holding hand, a grabbing hand, and an open palm reaching hands. And speaking of a stick, of course, it comes with the iconic Daredevil weapon, a pair of sticks. So first of all, we got a normal pair of sticks that you can hold on to the figures. In the one of the sticks have a little rope things at the ends like this, and we got another pair, another stick that have a little long rope with a little hook at the end, and this is a little wire so you can bend the poses that you want like this. And thirdly, we got a pair of stick but with a wire connected to side. And this wire, and just like the previous one, you can like bend it and pose it as you want. And lastly, we got two like holder for holding the stick. One is carried both stick, and the one is empty without the stick. And in the figures right here, defaultly this have a holder that holder one stick. So it just depends on the posing situation you want. If your Daredevil is holding the bow stick, and put on this empty one, just like this. If your Daredevil is holding one stick only, that you can put on this one. If your Daredevil just fighting in bare hands, so just put on this one. Just like this, very easy to plug in and plug out. For the articulation, the head can turn left and right with the ball joint, but it's very easy to lose, so it probably will fall off when you holding it. Like it already fall off when I try to move the head, so be careful of that. The neck pieces can tilt it a little bit side to side like this. Looking down can be like this. Looking up, here's a butterfly joint. So when the arm moving forward, so the arm can crossing like this. Crossing backward will be like this. The arm can raise up like this. Swivel. Elbow can bend like this. And there's a wrist joint, so the wrist right here can move a little bit up and down. Torso is very tight, so you can move forward and backward and move a little bit side to side. So maximum moving forward will be like this. Moving backward will be like this. And there's a pulling down the side of the leg, so the leg can kicking forward over 90 degrees like this. And backward will be like this, a little bit kicking aside. Side kicking will be like this. And there's a tiny little bit swivel right here. The knees can bend like this. And the angle right here, of course, can move down, move up, move a little bit side to side. Lastly, the toe joint can move up, move a little bit down. So this is basically this Toys DareDevil articulation. So the headsculpt problem is actually the ball joint in here is too big for the hole on the headsculpt. So I use some sandpaper to sand this ball joint a little bit and add some oil onto this ball joint. So now I was able to like plug it into the headsculpt, and it's easy to swap to the other headsculpt too. But you need to like plug it in to make sure to feel like the ball joint has successfully to plug in, have a little clicking sound, like plug in sound. So now the head can turn around and move it side to side. It won't fall off, no problem right now. And also I suggested to add a little bit oil onto the arm ball joints and legs ball joint because they are very tight. When you move it, it's so tight they have some terrible clicking sound. So I suggested add a little bit oil, but don't add too much, just add a little bit. And don't add to these like raising arm shoulders area, don't add to it. I mistakenly add too much oil on this area and make it very smooth. So be careful when you're adding some oil. So here my final thought on the Toys DareDevil. I think they have done a pretty nice job on making these bootleg Daredevil figures. It does looks pretty well, but the overall plastic this time feel a little bit cheaper. The paint job is not that great. The shadowing paint job looks great on the body, but the headsculpt painting is not really good. The articulation is well. I can pose many cool poses, but I do suggest add some oil onto these arm and leg joints to make it move much smoother. Otherwise, it will be very tight and stiff. But this time, because of the overall plastic quality problem, I don't think I can give this action figure a really high point. I think it's just okay overall. But consider pricing, I really don't have much to complain. The other issue, for example, the swapping headsculpt problem are easy fix. And the stiff joint, you just need to add a little bit of oil, don't add too much. If too much, maybe getting too loose. So if you love the iconic comic book looking Daredevil and have limited budget, I suggest you get this one. Otherwise, I heard the Marvel Legend new Disney Plus Daredevil suit is pretty awesome. It can be your alternative choice for Daredevil action figures. But I do have a little bit fun posing this guy. It poses really well. Again, with this price, I really cannot complain much. So this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a like or consider subscribe. I hope I can see you in my next video. Goodbye.